There are two special guests on the show with us. One of them, Major General Vikram Dogra, is the first serving Indian Army officer to actually complete it. The second is Anju Khosla, who is 52 years old, and she is the oldest Indian woman to complete this event.
और ये बहुत अहम हो जाता है और वो हमारे साथ जुड़ गई हैं. हमारे साथ मेजर जनरल विक्रम डोगरा तो है ही, साथ में अंजू जी भी इस वक्त हमारे साथ जुड़ गई हैं. तो शुरुआत लेडीज फर्स्ट, अंजू जी आपसे करना चाहेंगे. अगर हम बात करें मोटिवेशन की, आपके अंदर मोटिवेशन कैसे आया कि मुझे ये करना है? क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है कि आप स्पोर्ट्स बैकग्राउंड से हो या एथलीट हो, तो कैसे?
The group gives a major motivation. So if you're cycling and you cycle with a group, it's a great feeling. It makes you get out of bed on time and get to the start of the cycling at 5 a.m., which otherwise you alone wouldn't do. Unfortunately, in Delhi, I really didn't have a training group to be doing this event with. बहुत कम लोग हैं जो ये करना चाहते हैं, और उस हिसाब से when Vikram and I had done an event earlier on, and we decided that let us try to attempt something bigger. So that definitely did help. You are talking about everything, right from your training and how you felt in the morning to where you went wrong in the nutrition, the equipment which you need to be looking at. There are not many people to kind of there's no standard operating procedure for these things. So you learn from each other's mistakes. So that did help a lot, yeah.
All right, fascinating that. Okay, I just want to bring in Sir right now. Sir, I mentioned right now that you are the first Indian serving Army officer to be able to complete this event. But you're also globally the first major, as I understand, Major General to complete this. Yes. Yeah. Is that something that you came to terms with only later after completing it, or did you know about it when you were going into it?
Actually, I never went for getting either of these two titles. Yeah. It was a very personal thing, so I didn't know about it.
Okay, interesting. I just want to ask you, because a lot of people perhaps don't know about this event in Austria. And from what I gather, 38 kilometers of swimming, 180 kilometers of cycling, and 42.2 kilometers of running.
No, I'll just correct you. It's 3.8 kilometers swimming.
3.8 kilometers.
All in a day of training. वैसे फौज में आप तो सुबह पीटी के लिए जाना है, दौड़ना है, एक्सीलेंट में आना है. I'm sure ये एक आपके लिए रूटीन रहा होगा.
नहीं, routine नहीं. As you grow in age and service, I am now closer to 58. So you don't really get into this thing of going for PT in the morning because you're doing more of a desk job and things like that. But I was always associated with games and sports. So came a time when I thought I need to do something, which has more endurance, which needs some physical activity, mental toughness. So therefore I went in, like Anju said, we'd done a triathlon about 5 years ago together.
Wow. And
thereafter we did another one about 3 years back. And so the, logical conclusion to this was the Ironman.
Okay, interesting. Anju ji, if I can ask you, just having the Major General by your side in Austria when you were doing this, how did that help?
When you sign up and somebody else is also on the same page, then it does help to kind of compare notes and seek each other out to that extent. Because if you have a training group, it's a big motivator. But unfortunately, I didn't really have many people in Delhi who were training at the same time or at my pace. So if I train, I need to train with somebody who's at my level, and that was something lacking. So I didn't really do it kind of with General Dogra. But yes, I know him, so there was a lot of comparing notes to that extent. Yes.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. जनरल साहब ये भी जानना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि हम उनसे भी जानना चाहेंगे कि उनका ट्रेनिंग शेड्यूल क्या रहा. लेकिन एज यू सेइंग, यू 58, आपका वो रूटीन अब नहीं रहा जो पहले रहा होगा एज ए यंग ऑफिसर. तो आपने कैसे ट्रेन किया अपनी बॉडी को दोबारा किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर किया?
आई थिंक ही वाज ऑलरेडी,
जैसे मैंने बोला पहले से मैं स्पोर्ट्स तो खेलता ही था,
लेकिन फिर भी आयरनमैन इज सपोज्ड टू बी लाइक द अल्टीमेट.
या सो in my case, I had a regular job, so I had to go to work. Wow. So my time was to be, the time I could devote to it was either in the morning or in the evenings. So I would work out before going to work and come back and work out.
How did you work?
Yeah,
Tell us
so,
in Delhi that too. How did you?
Yeah,
work
so Delhi actually is not really a challenge. People think that Delhi is a challenge, but
okay,
it's not.
That's good news.
It's not a challenge.
The pollution is not a challenge.
Yeah, pollution actually is a challenge, but it helps you when you go to a place like Austria where there's no pollution and the temperatures are so good. So you trained in a more challenging environment.
आपका lung capacity
It goes up.
iron
Yes, it's like training in a high altitude.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And like she was saying, I just want to ask Anju also the same question. Anju, आप जरा बता सकते हैं हमें कि आपका ट्रेनिंग शेड्यूल क्या था?
पहली बात तो I got registered, enrolled with a coach who's based in Pune, and his name is Kaustubh, and he himself has done Ironman about 20 times over. He's Ironman certified coach. So he would give me a planner, and every morning my alarm used to ring at around 4:30, and I had to do some form of cardio, about an hour and a half to start with. During the day I would have some more session. It would be a swim session. Evenings would have strength training, and on the weekends it was really a killer because the weekend trainings used to go on to about 7-8 hours. और इसके साथ there's yoga, there's meditation, you are looking at nutrition. So actually this was the whole training process. It was not just my cardio training, but training my mind to be able to tackle this situation, ensuring that I was resting properly. When you're 52, your body doesn't recover so well.
बिल्कुल.
Okay. You know, Anju had spoken to me earlier, and she had actually told me that her favorite sporting personality is her brother-in-law, who's done a lot when it comes to these kind of events. And also, interestingly, that her support from her family, all of them run, by the way, was the best because they were in Austria cheering her on. Take a look at this video of her son actually cheering her on when she's swimming. This is 3.8 kilometers of swimming. So I just want to ask you one final question. It's just fascinating that family support is there, but you had the support of the army. And I believe when you came back, there was a big felicitation of some sort. Yeah?
Yeah, but actually I didn't. When I went, the army didn't know about it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I didn't tell them about it. They only got to know when I had accomplished it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
in general, what is the support when you came back?
The support is good. In fact, I had met the chief of the army staff yesterday.
Wow.
And so there has been general celebration, as it should be. Yeah.
Okay.
और आपके बच्चे भी सारे दौड़ते हैं?
हाँ, मेरी वाइफ भी दौड़ती है, इनफैक्ट वो मेरे साथ ही वहाँ पे.
Oh wow.
एंड रिसेंटली उन्होंने भी ये टफ मैन मैराथन की थी शिमला में एक हफ्ता पहले.
Okay.
So she was there with me.
Okay, sir, it's an honor to have you in our studios, and thank you so much for.
और हम ये उम्मीद करते हैं कि हमारे व्यूअर्स इंस्पायर हो गए होंगे थोड़े. 58-year-old man and Iron Man. आप भी Iron Man बनिए. Thank you so much for coming into the studio.